You know who we haven't watched in a while? And I kind of want to check him out, see what's going on. The Roach King. We haven't watched, and we need that daily dosage. Oh, what did I just see? Wait, okay, the truth. This is a serious and must address it now. Ooh, the king of clickbait. Freaking love it. I love Asmongold. Let's see. Iran just hit rock bottom. Oh my god. What is this? Is he back? Okay. I don't know if he's clickbaiting me, but I gotta know. I gotta know what happened with Hassan. You know, being a little bit of a, we could say, enjoyer of the fall of Hamas Piker. I'm kind of curious. All right, so we're gonna watch this first. I'm gonna watch this, and we're gonna move progressively and see what the heck is going on. Kind of curious, so let's go.
Oh, wow. I think I might believe in karma now. Wasn't he crashing out yesterday? Him saying
What's
that
new?
nobody wanted to collab with me? Literally last night. But like, it's something I'm really never planning on doing again, collabing with, or having anything to do with these people ever.
Yeah, no, everyone was like on their fucking hands and knees being like, why won't Asmongold come and fucking smell bad at our parties? No, it's because he's a weak and insecure man and very desperate for admiration. He's like a fucking living skid mark. And it's because
He's really obsessed with Asmongold. I have to say, though, one thing we need to give Asmongold, he must have developed this. It's a biological evolutionary feature, but Asmongold must have developed the thickest skin you can have on the planet if you think that he gets constantly attacked by people like this ad hominem.
he wants to fucking farm people's approval.
You're talking about me farming approval. Meanwhile, you are fixated around viewer count. You're reading my viewer count more often than I am. You're talking all the time about how much attention I'm getting on Twitter. You spread just pure out misinformation and lies about me. And that's the difference between myself and Hasan, is that I will never say something about Hasan that I know isn't true. Last night that happened. And now,
for context, John Kiriakou, the ex-CIA officer that has been going viral in the past weeks, apparently was scheduled to come on Hassan's stream. But after learning more about him, he flat out rejected his request.
Based man, let's go. Consequences, finally. You know, yours truly here, me, since I am kind of outspoken when it comes to, you know, societal issues such as don't twist the truth when it comes to history, particularly of my people, you know, and then stuff like, hey, when people laughed at the murder of Charlie Kirk, that's wrong, and I'm gonna call you out, every single one of you doing that. Since I've been doing that, yeah, there are people that wouldn't touch a collaboration with me because they're scared of the cult, so they're like, oh no, if I do this. And, as you know, Evil Dia, we just watched him 3 minutes ago. He got some backlash because he collaborated me not on the political space, not on the social space, not on the religious space, on the freaking language space. Like, literally, we have done reactions to each other where we talk about things that have nothing, the least controversial things on the planet. In fact, my second channel is zero politics, nothing. And yet, he got backlash with people telling him, how dare you work together with that far-right extremist Metatron. Because apparently it makes you an extremist to say, hey guys, let's not laugh at the murder of a husband and a father. And let's not push for violence on his children. That makes you a far-right extremist these days. And so if I get that kind of stuff, me, insignificant me, I was actually wondering, how is it that people don't have a problem working with someone like him who literally platformed terrorists, mistreated Kaya, freedom for Kaya, and called for the red capitalist blood of conservatives to be spread on the streets, fellow American citizens in America. And yet I'm like, how is he not getting, like, people not wanting to work with him? Unbelievable. It's happening. Ooh, I love it. Ooh, I love it. Let's go. Come on, Asmongold. You already made my day. Let's go.
As far as the CIA guy, it's going to be probably next month.
As I saw recently that John's going on Hasan Piker's stream. A lot of his rhetoric is anti-American. His community is also extremely toxic. Curious as to why you're associating with that. I'm not going on Hasan Piker. Hasan Piker reached out to me, and I said, no, thank you. I've got nothing scheduled with him.
Fantastic. Good man. And by the way, I'm kind of someone who doesn't like I don't like the guilty by association. I, however, complain about this because of the double standards. So in other words, if someone, a journalist, wants to interview someone, I don't immediately think, oh, so is this journalist actually believing and thinking everything like that guy? No, I don't care. You can associate with whoever you want. With that being said, if we're going to create so much hustle for someone as mild as me when it comes to the literally obvious takes of decency that I have, then even more so, then I want to complain about why isn't this guy who is clearly advocating for violence and all that kind of stuff, which by the way is illegal. How is that not gonna be? That's the only reason. I don't care about guilty by association. Associate with whoever you want. What does it even mean to associate at that point? If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content, and at the same time you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much.
I'm not going on Hasan Piker.
Wait, what?
Hasan Piker reached out.
Okay. He said
We got the way what, bro?
he is. I don't know why he's like now
Up to
saying
me.
he's not.
And I said,
Man.
no, thank you. I've got nothing to say.
Oh, you don't know why? I'll tell you why, Hasan. Because you're an indecent human being and you have said stuff that you shouldn't have got away. You did get away. You shouldn't have got away. You continuously do that. And this guy doesn't want to have anything to do with you. W in chat for John. Thank you, John.
Schedule with him.
Wow.
Wait, what? I don't understand. That is a strange response, I'll be honest. You don't have to prove that $5 subscription immediately by being incredibly fucking annoying.
It's the fact that he has, oh my gosh, this relationship that he has built with this toxic audience of his, whereby it's a constant, like they pay him money, then they say something to annoy him and he ridicules and belittles them, and this creates this weird cycle of like self-deprecation and money. And he goes nuts. It's not like he farms it. I mean, he lives in a $3 million house, Californian champagne socialist house. We know that. I can imagine him losing hair and being like, I can't do this anymore, because he does. He explodes because people drive him nuts, particularly the libs, because he's a leftist, actual leftist, right? Well, champagne fakes leftist, but in theory, he's supposed to be further left than the liberals. So the liberals drive him nuts whenever they type stuff like, you shouldn't use this word because it's offensive. In theory, he's outside of that bubble, but he did attract these people. So the problem is that they drive him nuts. So it's not like he can farm it without actually affecting his mental health. No, he can't. So I have to imagine that of all those millions he makes, a big chunk will have to go to like professional help in psychology. I mean,
I'll be honest. You guys are fucking toxic. You're literally toxic. Every single one of you is instantly proving the $5 donation from that hater. You do get really fucking annoying at times. Like,
yeah, you know, when you spread toxic propaganda, you know who you attract? Toxic people. You would think that, you know, logic and reasons, I imagine, are not his forte. But here we are.
this is one of those moments. Yeah, also, he goes on Tucker Carlson in Russia Today. What do you mean I'm too fucking toxic?
Yes, and then you're too un-American for that. That's bad.
The community's
it's
a
really
reflection
bad.
of the creator. I know, except
community-
I do regularly
Except-
but yeah, don't be that way. You guys do need to be fucking less annoying regardless of the situation, because you piss me off, and that's unacceptable.
This is
I don't
just-
give a fuck
this
about
is-
like
this is
not
just-
having
wow.
John
Wow.
Kiriakou.
He doesn't
on.
care. He doesn't care, guys. He's totally unbothered.
Community
He's
is
that
not
guy. He doesn't care about that at all.
unimaginably annoying.
Yeah. It's
Oh, that was amazing.
literally less than 24 hours after
Yeah.
he was shit-talking me that nobody wanted to collab with me. Meanwhile, maybe I should see if that guy wants to come on my stream. John,
Please do it, because if this guy goes on Asmongold's stream, put money in it. Who cares? You're a millionaire. Don't even spend a single dollar. Anyways, so take $5,000 and tell this guy, hey, I'll give you $5,000. It's going to be worth it every dollar, I promise. This guy comes on your stream, and then we see the reaction of Hasan. He's going to lose his shit.
Kiriakou. Let me pull him up on Twitter. This must be him. I can DM him. Do I do it? I mean, like, I don't even really like collabing, but I think this would be
Do it.
really funny.
Do it. It's for a greater cause. It's for a greater cause. Imagine. So this guy refuses to go on Hasan, but then goes on to Asmongold's show. Be phenomenal. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful, guys. That would be beautiful.
Wait for a week, it looks opportunistic? Because it is! What do you mean? Oh, it looks opportunistic.
Obviously.
Yeah, because it fucking is.
Yeah.
Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. How can I be okay? I hate all of you.
I gotta watch that before we see this guy speaking Chinese and impressing the girls. Before
Hasan
we do that.
wow.
Wait.
Is.
Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. How can I be okay? I hate all of you.
I need to watch the second one. I'm having a great time. Let's go.
Hasan says, enjoy PTSD.
Why would you do this?
Does he want to get banned?
15 years out from Iraq, eat my balls. Do you even have your balls remaining, or did a fucking IED explode them for you?
Yeah, let's make fun of the veterans that fought to maintain the same freedom you are using right now and benefiting from. If you're a veteran watching this, thank you for your service, sir.
Dumbass, shut the fuck up talking about Islam. You are an infinitely bigger terrorist than any random Muslim ever could be. Shut your bitch ass up.
Do we want to look at the terrorist attacks that have happened in Europe and America? We don't want to take that to the bank, do we? We don't want to look this up. Let's just take its word.
You know what's funny? I actually watched, because I was doing research for a video that I've been preparing, when I'm going to address this once and for all, I hope, this discussion that people have been having when it comes to who's more violent, the left or the right. So I wanted to do an analytical take, actually look at the data. And you know what's funny? Is that to try and keep it as unbiased as possible, I looked at sources that appeared to be neutral, still in the making, sources that appear to be neutral, sources that appeared to be biased, because I want to see where the biases go, both on the right and on the left, even on the ultra-extreme left-wing pages that clearly are going to be like, oh, it's a right-wing, left-wing, saints, right-wing, oh, bigots, terrorists. Even those pages, they had to do a little introduction to say, well, of course, if we talk about political violence and in general acts of violence, we have to remove Islamist violence, because otherwise there wouldn't be even the numbers wouldn't work anymore. It would break all numbers. It doesn't matter. You can put any other religion, you can put political ideologies, anything. The one ideology, the one thing that will cause overwhelmingly, particularly if you're looking at the history of this country, and the highest numbers of mortality due to violence in connection to ideology and politics and religion in that case, it's going to be Islam every other time. Even freaking left-wing pages said that. I guess that, Hasan Piker doesn't really care about the truth, does he? So there is that.
Word for it. Yeah.
Go enjoy your PTSD, asshole. Fuck you.
Enjoy your... Oh.
Why would you say this? You knew Frogan got in trouble for that. Why would you say this?
No pity at all for any...
Knew Frogan got in trouble for that. Why would you say this?
I have no pity at all for any soldiers. I hope you get PTSD.
Aha! So
I hope you get deported from this country.
this was all a plan to steal my oats.
Who's to say he had PTSD either? How much do you want to bet he's going to be banned on Sunday again? I don't know, man.
Shut your bitch ass.
It's obvious that Islam has a problem with terrorism.
Thank
Who am I
you.
getting this information from? Muslims. They're the ones that are worried about this in their own countries. This isn't like some kind of crazy, where is
Obviously.
this opinion coming from? They think this.
Yeah, no one can, at this point, the data is so blatant when it comes to that. Because, I mean, even if we want to remove the politics for a second, and you're like, yeah, but you shouldn't talk about politics if we're talking about religious. Okay, fine. Tell me the last time that a Shinto practitioner blew up a building, thank you. How far back do you have to go until you find Taoist violence?
Go enjoy your PTSD, asshole. F you. Imagine having the audacity to be like, yeah, I went to Iraq. I went to Iraq.
The audacity, he did. What? He served his country. He risked his life. What do you mean the audacity? What?
And it's actually Islam that's the biggest danger. You're a danger to your family.
He's a danger to his family? Wow, okay, I didn't know this. This is new.
And a danger to yourself.
Wow, he's getting really personal about this.
Law, that's getting clipped, Lamont. I don't give a dude. If you go to Iraq and you learn that lesson, you realize that was wrong, you're welcome here. You come back from Iraq and you talk about how I hate Islam. Then you didn't learn anything.
You didn't learn what's appropriate by the standards of the radical left-wing cult. So if you haven't learned that Islam is a religion of peace, that there never was any violence, that women, in fact, from a feminist perspective, it's the religion that allows the highest degree of freedom. If you don't accept that, then you haven't learned the dogma. And so your service is null. He's Hasan Piker.
Goddamn cattle.
You didn't learn anything. He was supposed to go to Iraq to learn about Islam. I thought he was supposed to go to Iraq to try to do whatever the military's mission was there.
Not only that, but I'd like to underline, and he didn't catch on this, but I did. Not to say anything. I mean, Asmongold makes like a 50 million videos a day. I don't even know how he does it, but he called him cattle. Did you notice that Hasan had the audacity to disagree with him? Cattle. Cattle. That's dehumanizing language, and it's another characteristic of propagandistic systems, and in fact, cultist behavior. You know who else did it? Destiny, before he blocked me the other day. Destiny said, I'm not even human because of my takes. So subhuman. He calls someone he disagrees with, Hasan Piker, cattle. They do it on purpose. They dehumanize the other side. That is a characteristic of all propagandistic systems, by the way, regardless of the side. The dehumanization, the Romans did it. Oh, my goodness gracious, the Romans did it all right. They called barbarians half beasts. And the only way you could become fully human was to become a citizen of the empire.
Like, I'm pretty sure Iraq isn't like a high school. And what are we doing here?
Whatever, bitch. I'll start live streaming on YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. No, you're getting clipped.
I mean, to be fair, this is it's a bad clip. It is. Like, I think everybody can acknowledge. Even he knows another clip of Hasan, of another streamer on Twitch wishing PTSD on another American veteran.
The same people like Asmongold who
So it is me. It is all about me, as usual. Okay, so yeah, I care about veterans. Of course I care about veterans. That's why I don't want to have our money go to Somalians, is so it can go to veterans.
Really? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
If Twitch can apply this double standard. Literally doesn't say a single damn thing about that, but then turns around and tries to ban me for this shit. Fuck this.
So he's preemptively getting mad at something that hasn't even happened. He's like pre-malding.
This platform, I will never come back here.
Which you know is not true. He's back on. He's gonna get banned on Sunday. He'll be ready to go on Monday again.
Well, why? Like, what? Okay.
Y'all are a bunch of dumb bitches too for being like, oh, you're gonna get clipped.
I mean, to be fair, they were right.
Dumb motherfucker. Doesn't even realize his own lived experiences should have taught him a very valuable lesson.
Maybe they did. Ever think of that?
I swear, this guy. So he's telling a real American veteran, someone who enlisted in the military, did all the training, was deployed, actually had who knows, maybe he had combat experience, and even if not, someone who actually did do it. And here he is, Hasan Piker, the American hating keyboard warrior who is profiting from American capitalism and did the dollar. And by the way, Hasan, the in God we trust is not your God. Just to be clear about that, just so you know next time you touch that green money. And then you sit down behind your keyboard and you're telling a real soldier, you didn't learn anything, you don't know anything. How does this guy even have followers? I don't get it, guys. Everything is upside down. Are we sure we're not living in hell at this point?
Maybe going up against ISIS and Al-Qaeda for like years is going to make somebody more negative towards Islam. It's a pretty reasonable expectation to have, right? It'll look pretty weird if he said that, like, you know, enjoy your PTSD. And it's like, you know, he doesn't get in trouble for that because they banned Frogan for the same thing. So, yeah, what a bad time for him. And really having a bad time. Very, very upset.
Well, I gotta say, Asmongold, as always, man, that was fantastic. I haven't checked what the heck was going on with Hasan since the collar. What was it? The electrocution of the dog. Because I mean, after that, I was like, goodness gracious, that must be the lowest this guy can ever. But no, there's always new. There's always new stuff. There is always new stuff, guys.